Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode 410. Tell your family, tell your friend, teach them there again. You know there's something go. Me kind of whole heap of something. Someone telling us some whole heap of things. But me suppose I stream over Instagram. Me suppose I stream on TikTok. Me suppose I stream on YouTube. Me suppose I stream on Facebook. Me suppose I stream on Twitch. Only Twitter me not stream on because Elon, so me have to pay. Me have to pay him to stream on him platform. Me not have it. You understand what I say? But anyway, you're there, watch me. Big up yourself. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, if you're wherever you're there, so big up on yourself. I am also trying to aggregate all my chats from my different platforms in one platform. So bear with me. No man, Squash not dead. Squash the so you see title it says Squash on Ice. Remember that he's in the custody of Ice. So I will just play an word. No man, Squash is alive, man. My apologies if that is the impression that people are getting. That was not my intention. So let me clear up that from early. All right, look like my life on Instagram. I think I first time I stream on Instagram ever. You understand? So peeps, so bear with me. I test out a whole heap of different something one time. But before even that, let me know if you know I hear me, if you know I see me, if you know I hear and see me. Welcome to another episode of Extra Class. You understand? We're there. Big up on yourself. What we there?
Yeah, this is Nature. Ellis representing for Extra Class.
Try
teach them.
something.
Little piece of my story. Piece of Extra Class story. Yeah. A piece of my life. Piece of my life. Hey, teach them, I give them the story. Hey, watch
Recipe, big up yourself and assist.
Control country.
Why my mic sound so hollow? Audio check 1, 2.
To deal with
big up to the people that when you check in. And I love how my audio so, you know.
Did not have a place to stay, but I pray to Jah for a better day. Hey, teach them never stray. Extra Class is for the trying man and trying no man, working for a better situation. Extra Class is for the trying man and trying no man, working hard for a solution. Yeah. Yes, some do domestic work, some are lawyer, doctor, some hustle in the streets. They all agree Extra Class is unique. Although when the rain falls, the roof leaks. One pair of shoes on my feet. Extra Class rise us up, let us stand on our feet. And I say, yes, Extra Class gone out on a plane. Yes, I elevate the people brain. Let them keep firm and strong and not go insane. Yes, Extra Class is the #1. Teach them full of style and pattern. Yes, teach them have a wonderful selection. Extra Class is for the trying man and trying no man, working for a better situation. Extra Class is the #1 champion, broadcasting for the solution.
All right, peeps. Big up on yourself. For there. So, I still need to do some stuff to aggregate my chat. So, if the people on TikTok attack to me, I not reply. It's not ignore me, I ignore you. If the people on wherever, what is going on, sir? See? So me just try to go balance everything tonight. So bear with me. You understand what I say? So it's not ignoring, it's just somebody over on TikTok, so me need to trim. Make them know say love is always there. No matter how me just saw me ragga, hear me no care. Oh, squash and ice. No, means squash. Ice or squash. All right, we're going to fix up that title because you are going. Me no mean fit. Yeah, that's what I say. But peeps, we're there. Next thing, just some housekeeping. I am not well. I haven't been well for a bit. Even though yesterday news video them, I struggled to record those audio in the evenings. Amir was sick for a while. So automatically kind of rub up on me. I got sick. Then him sick for about 2 weeks. Then him get better and go to school again for about a week and a half or about 2 weeks again and sick again. So in that, whatever I have, me catch it, and then there has been this lingering cough. It is annoying. Like no matter how I treat it with it, just not gonna. It's really annoying. You understand? So just bear with me. If every now and then. You understand? But you. I see I'm here. Eat now, come on time. Alright, me go and suck this. This look like this one more honey. One of that I put in there? Let me see. Hey, can go on. Thanks. Yeah, Rose, boy, I mean, no, only a jassa. Alright, then set me so, but me I go and live. I'm add to, so I don't know next thing. Yeah, but big up on yourself here, sir. Everybody we watch, anyway I watch, big up yourself. General King, teach not change. It is a nice real. Sir, love you out. But we're comfortable with some Shandy. A long time when I say Shandy, how are you? Hope you're okay. Hope the family is doing okay as well. For the people that want to say long time, big up on yourself. Father Delroy. Where I deal with. DeAndre, manners and respect, you know. Yes, all of the people in the building up on the YouTube. Father Carl Mix, big up yourself, you know, me G. Manners and respect. You understand what I say? Over on TikTok, Empress of someone watching, big up. Jesus, circle back. Yeah, that's what I say. Light green, all of the people. Them. Fancy face, how are you? Fancy face. Shango, where are you, brother? Big up yourself, you know. Shane, one God, manners and respect, you know. Tucky, the whole of the people. Them. IG. Father, long distance, Tula. Big up yourself, you know. Forever, Dana, 876 dads, all of the people, big up on yourself. Every one of them, big up on yourself. Nobody who pressure me if me not reply. See? So, teach your kid. I love give jacket. Lady Reed, go on. So, the crime situation in Jamaica has been a sore point for a long time. The number of murders continued for years to spiral out of control, consistently over 1,300 murders per year, recording one of the highest murder per capita in the Western Hemisphere for a long time. We're seeing where in recent times the police has been making some progress in reducing the number of murders that are recorded across the island. And even before me go any further with that, I need to stand still look with bit part. Because there's a thing where happening out of Portland where I love. The most beautiful parish in the country. Second is St. Ann, when you can beat up on yourself. See, Portland, sorry guys, I don't know how long I can do this, but I'm going to try. See, Portland is the parish that has consistently down the years recorded the lowest number of murders from the beginning of time. There are times when 3 people are killed in Portland for the entire year. I think last year 5 people were killed in Portland, and 5 last year now, if memory serves me correctly. And since the start of this year, we are now. This is Saturday, the 8th of March, and up to today, there have been the same amount of murders in Portland so far this year when compared to last year. What the people them down in Portland? What going down there? Portland is normally our saving grace. We make we save face. And all of a sudden, like, how come 5 people have been killed in Portland since the start of the year when a 5 did the whole of Portland last year? The whole of last year. I don't understand what's going on in Portland. Whatever foolishness is going on in Portland, on leave down there. You understand? Because when me make it in a life and make some money and then sit there and me don't raise children, I would probably want to retire in Portland. You understand? So me not mash up. You see me? Damien, big up yourself in my bro. But Jamaica on a whole has been seeing a downward trend in murders and serious crimes, shootings and rapes consistently for a period of time now. So much so that in February, the country recorded the lowest murder total in a month for 25 years. Think about that. In 25 years, I think, we recorded the lowest number of murders in any given month. I think that is the info. Serious crimes for January 1 to February 28 has seen significant improvement. There is something I say I can bring it up. I mean, I don't want to tell a lie upon nobody, you know. I'm going to go right to the source. So I'm going to say I can share my screen with them. Big up to the people on TikTok. Manners and respect. Instagram, same speed. YouTube, same speed. So I can share my screen with them. I'm going to see all I... Alright, I'm going to bring this down here so I can see. I will screen me and share. Alright, I'm going to go back here, so. Whoop. Really? So when my screen then confused. Jaja. Oh, I know what. Alright, so this is from the Jamaica Constabulary Force Crime Statistics. Zane. So it's a serious crimes report for January 1 to February 28, 2025. And it is compared to the same period for 2024. So for Westmoreland, where gone? In Westmoreland, in 2024, up to February 28 last year, 8 murders were recorded. Zane? This year, up to February 28, well, last year, 11 murders were recorded, and this year, 8. So that's a difference of 3. Zane? For Hanover, 4 less murders this year so far compared to last year. And remember, the data is up to the 28th of February. Zane? St. James, at this point last year, 26 murders. This year so far, comparatively, 7. Zane? Trelawney, 6 murders up to this point last year. This year, 1. And the one that at my somebody lick somebody with one pipe cross it. Some foolishness. You understand? St. Anne, 13 murders up to February 28 last year. Up to February 28 this year, 9. 4 less. St. Mary, 2 last year. 5 this year. So there has been an increase of 3 murders in St. Mary. The people that don't them should have known St. Mary. Me come look here. If man them not Holland. If man them not St. Mary, you see? Next thing, at them a ban, nobody with the foolishness run a St. Mary side. You understand me? I say, whoa, no, I do have more murder so far this year than last year. Look here, fix it. See it? Portland. So this was up to February 28th, but we know earlier this week, there were 2 murders in 48 hours. A fruit vendor was shot and killed, and then a businessman was shot and killed in a short period of time. So Portland now is now at 5, but up to the 28th of February, there were 3 murders in Portland this year compared to 2 last year. So it was 1 more than last year, and now 3 more. Portland, fix it. St. Elizabeth recorded 8 murders up to February 28 last year. This year, 1. And it's the brother where I try rape him sister from when until in kill. Boy, I believe you know. Clarendon, last year up to February 28, 11 murders. So far this year, well, up to February 28, 5 murders. Kingston Eastern, 9 murders recorded for the period last year. 5 so far this year. Kingston Central, 5 last year for the period. 1 so far this year. And that Kingston Central murder is a recent murder too, because up to a point, Kingston Central and Trelawney had recorded no murders. St. Elizabeth, Kingston Central, and Trelawney had no murders for a while since the start of the year, but that changed. Kingston Western, 7 last year, up to this point, 6 this year, so 1 less. St. Andrew Central, 11 last year up to this point, 7 this year so far, 4 less. St. Andrew South, 18 last year up to this point, 19 this year, 1 more than last year. Boy. St. Andrew North, 6 last year, 7 this year, comparatively, 1 more. St. Catherine North, 12 last year, 9 so far this year. St. Catherine South, 15 last year, 14 this year. St. Thomas, same amount, 4. So last year, up to the 28th of February, there were 180 murders recorded across the island. Up to February 28th this year, there were 117 murders, which is 62 murders. 60. Who said me go to school, man? For partner, man. 63 murders less up to February 28th this year. And whether it is down to people start wising up, say, if foolishness doesn't make no sense, or it is that and a combination of the hard work of the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, we appreciate it. You understand what I say? Murders down is murders down. Same thing for shooting. There has been 45. There were 45 less shootings up to February 28th this year when compared to last year, and them something there. All of the data is available. You can go look for on yourself. It's on the Jamaica Constabulary Force, see? Website. So, and me start this way to say a couple of things. I know that there have also been an increase in police fatalities, police fatal shootings, see? And I know that a island-wide discussion and public discourse has surrounded the increase in police fatal shootings, and I would be surprised if that was the case. That said, though, before I go any further, let me go on record. And this is not something that I have not said before, but I am happy saying it again. Let me go on record. I have 0 problems if a member of the society points an illegal gun, or legal for that matter, but illegal guns we are talking about now, at a police officer, 1, point it, 1, and 2, open fire at a police officer, and in defending their lives, that person is shot and killed by the police officer or officers. I have 0 problem with that. So let me repeat that again. And listen me before I start cussing. If anybody points a gun at the police, first and foremost, or points a gun at the police and open fire, and the police return fire, and that person is fatally wounded, teach them has 0 issues. So let me put that out there. However, that said, I know, and I would be naive and unfair if I did not acknowledge the fact that there are still members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who have ill intent and are not holding up the vow that they took to serve and protect. Long and short, we still have some criminal elements within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And men who are aligned with gangs and are doing gang activity. So we know that those people exist. So if a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force kills a citizen in cold blood, then that's a different conversation. And whatever agencies and policies are in place to treat with that, I sincerely hope that those agencies are effective and efficient in doing so. Indicom being one of them. I mean, I have no issue with that. Zane, also to make the thing a little bit more transparent and to build a greater level of trust with the population, in March of 2025, it is still puzzling as to why we have not yet been able to build out the infrastructure needed to support the proliferation and use of body-worn cameras by our servicemen and women. So there are many, it's a multi-dimensional thing. So I understand civil society's call for body-worn camera, absolutely. As I said, at this point in our development, that should be a thing. See? Even if it is not fully rolled out, at least half of the men and women who actively go on operations at this point should be wearing body cams. Like we can't try go around that for what it is. You understand what I say? So, and next thing, I know that there is this indicom hate in some quarters. I have had issues with how indicom operates in the past. I have been very vocal about that. But also understanding how some police officers operate, and the fact that I mentioned just now that there are still some police officers in the force who are criminals. The role that indicom plays is still important. You understand? So if there wasn't an indicom, extrajudicial killings and some very nefarious activities that used to be a part of police operations would be rampant. So indicom has its place and its role to play. Zane, civil society groups have their role to play because we still need checks and balances. But also, I am a firm believer in the fact that in order to treat with the crime situation in Jamaica, it has to be a robust approach. It has to be a fearless approach. And unfortunately, in the pursuit of criminals and the dispensation of justice, there unfortunately will be collateral damages from time to time. I hope the collateral damage is very minimal, Zane, and the hardworking men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who has been going above and beyond and risking lives and limbs continue the sterling work they have been doing. And I also know that it is easy to say that, you know, Commissioner Blake has taken the bull by the horn, and be that as it may, Commissioner Blake has continued to build on the foundation that was laid by Major General Anthony Anderson. Probably not a most popular police commissioner, but he did a lot of heavy lifting, if we are going to be honest about it. A lot of modernization took place under his stewardship, and this is just a continuation. And I am always going to be in support of professional policing, Zane, and as I say again, if you feel like you bad and point a gun at the police and you are killed, then you made your choice. If there are police officers who are thinking of or who have been involved in extrajudicial killings or killing citizens in cold blood, then there's the indicom and the Director of Public Prosecution's Office, through which some form of justice for the deceased families can be had. So these things are, you know, them kind of delicate, and you're going to always have people who see things one way and other people who see things a different way, and them something. It's just the nature of the beast, I suppose. It's what it is. So, you know, I continue to wish Commissioner Blake and his team all the best, and hope the country continue to reap the rewards of the investments that have been made towards the security forces, and there will be a continued improvement in infrastructure and the use of telecommunications and forensics and all of them something there, and the country will benefit going forward. I hope that in the near future we will see murder figures dipping below 1,000, then 900, then 800, then 700, 500, 400, 200, 100, 50, and that would be nice. You understand? Unfortunate reality. Good night, Cookie. How are you? Veggie Lion, big up yourself. King D, King Irie, Zane. The unfortunate reality is that the crime situation did not get here overnight, and so it cannot be fixed overnight. There is no silver bullet to crime, fixing crime in this country. There are many tools. Some of them are not being used. For example, the death penalty. I know some people have been clamoring and crying for that, plus other things. So we hope that with time, the arsenal available to the judiciary and the constabulary will be maximized for the efficient fight of fight against crime and violence in this country. So well done again to the Jamaica Constabulary Force and its members for the sterling work that you guys have been doing. I, for one, appreciate it. I can only speak for me. You understand what I say? So, yeah, man. Pure Percentage, Spirit of Adventure, Zane Ains Records, Valdaf, Empress Moy, good night to the peeps, them. Tatados, hope you pronounce that correctly. Big up for yourself. I shout out some people as we go along. You understand what I say? Or Bravo Chuck in Yardy, teach them, stop talking about point gun at police. Anybody, they point a gun at, they should be gunshot. Yeah, but I mean, you know, we still have to say it that way. You know, Mario Dean is a part of the collateral damage. But Mario Dean, in terms of collateral damage, cannot be because Mario Dean was in the custody of the police. You understand? So that is on the face of it, police brutality. That is a total different situation, circumstances, not a situation where Mario Dean was being accosted by the police and he was killed during that exchange. He was in police custody. So that a police brutality that has just face value. So fortunately for his family, that matter has finally reached the trial stage and trial phase, and we see what go on. If the police keep up the work they are doing now, crime cut by 700 this year. Lady Kelly White, that would be so nice. But you know, these things take time, and whilst the start of the year has been good to the police, you know, there can be surges. Hopefully not, but you know, we have to be realistic. But that would be nice. You understand? Stars that look like Sanisha, maybe, not sure. But big up yourself. See? Yeah, man. So it's just where we are, and truth be told is that a lot of the people them where complain about these things sometimes are friends and family of criminals and them something there. But that's the next story for you. We soon get to that. Zane, and also, you know, always say we are quick to highlight the negative things that afflicts and affects Jamaica on any given day, whilst there are many positive things that continue to be overlooked. Give me a minute. Let me fix something here, sir. Yes, please. Me there again. Yeah, so Jamaica, we have this culture. I mean, it's not just Jamaica, it's worldwide, especially with the proliferation of social media. You know, negativity sells, and oftentimes a lot of positive things are overlooked and are not discussed or mentioned, whilst we try to, you know, hustle the algorithm and them something there. We're seeing where Fitch affirms Jamaica's credit rating, which maintains a positive outlook for the country. I mean, this won't mean a lot to some people, but these are important things. So Fitch Ratings has maintained Jamaica's long-term foreign currency issue a default rating at BB minus with a positive outlook. So the positive outlook comes as the island recorded 2 consecutive quarters of a decline due mainly to the passage of Hurricane Beryl. And contextually speaking, the official definition for a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of decline. So technically speaking, Jamaica is experiencing a recession of sorts. However, the technocrats and the PIOJ and the Bank of Jamaica people have been saying there are other indices that we use to judge recessions and so on. But technically speaking, based on the conventional definition for a recession, the island would be going through that. And a lot of it has been attributed to Beryl. Also, though, going forward, there may be other issues, especially with the trade wars between Canada, Mexico, the United States, and China. Ultimately, that will seep down to us eventually. I mean, there are still opportunities. For example, like in Canada, they have removed many of the US-made liquor from their shelves so that some Caribbean liquor and Jamaican liquor by extension is now getting a foothold in that market. So there are opportunities. Teach them, police them, have to switch up the way every gunman get killed by them still. 66 years and no one has ever done anything different. Oh, so I says in. So the positive outlook reflects Fitch's expectation of continued improvement in debt matrix and further strengthening of the policy framework over the next few years, including climate risk mitigants and them something else. So we now get into the cause. To be honest with you, the whole financial speak is not something that I am very comfortable with. We are learn as we go along. But these things are positive things where when them happen, we set them up because we are quick to highlight the negative things and say, yo, nothing now go on and Jamaica the worst and all of them something there. You understand? Big up to the people and we are like up the thing on TikTok and Instagram and them place there and Facebook and YouTube and what else me there? Twitch. Yo, boy, all about. Hey Crystal, how are you? It is very good to see you. It's been a while. Hope all is well. Rebel T, big up yourself, you know. Kilroy, man, as I respect him, G. Boy, I hope you're a hunter. You understand? If not, you may want to look into a name change. You have to be careful the names when we call ourselves, you know, G. You understand me? I say, Jason, man, as I respect you, know. You understand? BK Crypto, what you do it? Bachelor, man, as I respect you, know. So now, I could talk about the Mavado situation. Not Mavado, not really Mavado, but Mavado's son, who was convicted and given a life sentence for a murder he was accused of being involved in. It's called bad. So he was not acquitted. The conviction was quashed in the appeals court yesterday, and he and his co-accused were set free. And as I've said many times before, and some people still haven't been able to internalize, process, and understand that when there is an appeal, when a sentence is appealed, the appeal is not about the convict's innocence or guilt. The appeal generally focuses on errors made by the trial judge during the course of the trial. Let me repeat. I have even done video about this specific topic. And I don't have legal training or background, you know, but just out of research and guidance from other people who have legal training, I have tried on many occasions to explain to people that during an appeal, the issue of innocence or guilt is not the primary focus. It is whether or not the trial judge made errors, whether it is errors dealing with his or her instructions to the jury, whether it is the admissibility of evidence that was probably tainted or not accepting evidence. For example, in the cartel situation, Cartel and his co-accused were freed because the judge decided to continue the trial even after the jury became a problem. So that is what happened. In this case, it is the judge's error in assessing the evidence that was presented, admitted in the trial. So errors in treatment of ID evidence void murder conviction. So again, it is not whether Dante and Andre were innocent or guilty. That is our next discussion for our next time. It is the issue surrounding the trial judge that caused the conviction to be overturned. So let's try to break this down. Look at it. See? Yeah, man. Darren Powell, big up yourself in MIG. An appeal court panel in striking the convictions and life sentences of Dante Brooks, the son of dancehall artist Mavado, and Andre Hines for a 2018 shooting murder, said it had done so as their convictions had been rendered unsafe, leading to a substantial miscarriage of justice. According to the appeal panel, which included President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Martha McDonald Bishop, Justice David Fraser, and Justice Kissa Kleng, it was of the view that the failure of the learned trial judge, the who, not whether Dante guilty or him innocent or Andre guilty or him innocent, it is the failure of the trial judge to adequately warn himself of the dangers inherent in identification evidence combined with the deficiencies in his treatment of the identification evidence and matters going to the credibility of the prosecution's sole eyewitness, resulted in the applicants being deprived of the safeguards developed by the law to prevent the ghastly risk of convictions on unreliable evidence of identification. I have always said, the judge wasn't learned. I have always said the court of public opinion and the court of law are two totally different worlds. You understand? In law, it is what you can prove. Now, what you feel or what you think. You understand what I'm saying? That is what the court of law is. There have been many cases where you or probably me thinks a man innocent and they are found guilty. Or the reverse, we think them guilty and they are acquitted. Because in the court, technicalities and loopholes and all sorts of things come into play. As I always say, the law is a fickle old lady. See? Vigilance, in other words, incompetence. Perhaps, but I could continue. In the circumstances of this case, the convictions of the applicants are rendered unsafe, leading to a substantial miscarriage of justice. Accordingly, there is a justifiable basis for this court to quash the applicants' convictions and set aside the sentences imposed by the learned trial judge, the panel said in the judgment handed down on Friday. The Crown, in accepting that the trial judge erred in treating with the evidence of identification and the conflicts in the evidence of its star witness, which critically affected his credibility and reliability, did not argue for a retrial. Because there was some legislation passed last year, 2023, that gives the office of the DPP the ability to appeal rulings that they are not happy with. That was never the case before. See? So I will continue. Brooks and Hines were in March of 2021 sentenced to life behind bars for the 2018 murder of Lorenzo Israel Thomas in Cassava P. St. Andrew. According to a report of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit, at 3:30 a.m. on June 5, 2018, a group of armed men forced their way into the victim's house, where he was shot, chopped, and his body set ablaze. Brooks, who was 16 at the time of the murder, was ordered by trial judge Justice Leighton Pusey, who heard the matter without a jury. So it was a bench trial. It wasn't a jury trial. So a bench trial meaning judge alone. See? Who ordered the trial. Let me say that again. Who heard the matter without a jury to serve 22 years before being eligible for parole. He was also sentenced to 20 years for illegal possession of firearm and 15 years for arson. His co-accused, Hines, who was 23 at the time of the incident, was sentenced to life imprisonment for murder and would not have been eligible for parole before 17 years. He was also sentenced to 15 years at hard labor for illegal possession of firearm and 15 years at hard labor for arson. However, in an appeal heard on 3 dates between December 2024 and March 7 this year, Brooks' attorney, Hugh Wildman, and Hines' attorney, Oswest Senior Smith, and Kemar Robinson argued, among other things, that the judge made fatal errors in his treatment of the visual and voice identification evidence in the case. Again, not whether the youth them guilty or innocent, but the errors that it is like I am emphasizing this because too often I see comments or I hear conversations where people just need to pay attention and read a little. During an appeal, it have nothing to do with if a man guilty or innocent. It is whether or not the trial judge would have, in their actions, prevented the convict from getting a fair trial. That is ultimately what it is. See? So I could continue now. Wildman contended that since the case turned primarily on the correctness of the visual identification by the main witness for the prosecution, who happened to be the father of the dead man, it was incumbent upon the learned trial judge to properly warn himself on the correctness of the visual identification by him as opposed to the truthfulness of it. Let me read that again. It was incumbent upon the learned trial judge to properly warn himself on the correctness of the visual identification by him as opposed to its truthfulness. Let me read it. As opposed to the truthfulness of it. Wildman further argued that it was not sufficient for the trial judge to resolve the issue of identification by considering whether, in his opinion, the father was a witness of truth, but that he had to go the added step of considering whether his identification of Brooks was accurate. In relation to the purported voice identification of Brooks by the witness, Wildman asserted that the trial judge did not give a specific indication of how the question of voice identification should be dealt with and did not demonstrate that he applied these principles. Tell about the court of law, you know. Senior Smith and Robinson in their submissions asserted that the purported identification of Hines was in terrifyingly difficult circumstances, including poor lighting in the early morning hours. They further said the distance of the veranda light to the face of the person identified as Hines was not ascertained. According to the attorneys, these and other difficult circumstances, including the fact that the witness had seen his son mortally wounded, were not adequately addressed by the trial judge. Furthermore, they argued that the judge's summation did not embody the accepted principles regarding the need for caution before founding convictions on the basis of voice identification. They further maintained that the witness's failure to identify the appellants when he had the first opportunity to do so was not effectively resolved by the trial judge, which they said affected the reliability of his evidence on visual identification. All right, I go continue. They also took issue with the trial judge's acceptance of the explanation by the sole witness that he told untruths in a statement given to the Constant Spring police after the incident because he did not trust the police officers there. In the meantime, the prosecution conceded that it had not elicited the necessary evidence of the witness's knowledge or familiarity with the voice of Brooks, which the authorities' case law dictate must be present before voice identification can be utilized. Consequently, the Crown accepted that the learned trial judge erred in relying on the evidence of voice identification. The Court of Appeal said, "We acknowledge that the learned trial judge did not analyze some of the essential matters in his attempt to determine whether the evidence of the main eyewitness concerning his ability to identify the applicants was reliable. However, we agree with the submission of Mr. Senior Smith that the learned trial judge did not give sufficient weight to the possible weakness in the identification evidence caused by the poor lighting in the early hours of the morning. Having regard to this issue and the reliance on lighting from the veranda, the distance of the light source on the veranda from the faces of the applicants at any point was not ascertained, the panel said. The appeal court judges further said the learned trial judge also did not sufficiently address the terrifyingly stressful circumstances under which Mr. Thomas purported to identify the applicants, with his son being killed before his eyes. It said an equally important issue that impacted the learned trial judge's acceptance of the identification evidence was his treatment of the credibility of the witness, having regard to the inconsistencies in his evidence. The witness, during his evidence in chief, had admitted that in his first statement, which was made at the Content Spring Police Station on June 5, 2018, said the men had on masks, but that was not true because they did not have on any. He also admitted that he lied when he said it was 4 men and not 3 men and a woman who entered his house. He explained that he did not speak the truth in the first statement because he was afraid due to the Content Spring Police being a corrupt station, and he knew of incidents happening there as a result of having done construction work there. Jaja. So the judges, said the judges of the admission, there is a clear distinction between, on the one hand, telling untruths because one does not trust the police, and on the other hand, being pressured to say certain things in a witness statement and also being pressured to sign the statement containing those untruths. In our view, the learned trial judge did not adequately explain why he accepted the first explanation as reasonable and by extension credible in light of the alternative and contradictory explanation also coming from the witness of him being pressured. The panel said in ordering the convictions quashed and the sentences set aside and judgment on the verdict of acquittal entered in respect to Brooks and Hines. Devon, big up yourself with the family. GKH, manners and respect. Ariel, what you doing, my bro? Big up yourself. Moonlight, what's going on? No. Thomas was murdered. As it relates to who did it or why it was done is of very little consequence now, seeing that those who were accused of, tried and convicted for, has been set free because of errors made by the judge. And I guess the office of the DPP has to take some blame here too, because them admit to not doing a few things the right way, the bright way. You understand what I say? Big up to the people on Instagram, Zane, Chucky Star, CJ, how you doing? Big up yourself, you know. It's good to see you. You understand? Mikey Dread, manners and respect, you know. One Dream, hey Empress, how you doing? Big up yourself. Evergreen, passa boss. What do you passa boss? Invest, what you doing, brother? Big up yourself, you know. Hope you're all right. Should be judge in learning, not learning. In learning. Here we are. Again, another high-profile case that has been quashed at appeal because of errors made by a judge, a senior judge too, because Leighton Pusey is a senior judge now. Material boy, big up yourself, you know. Roger that, manners. Miss Hutchinson Brown, blessings. Big up to the ones them over on IG. See any TikTok people, them Samurai. Big up yourself, you know. Edward Brown, manners and respect, you know. Romain Short Boss, blessings. Teamwork, manners. Demari, Mikey Roach, Jerina, blessings. You understand? Seki Wanda, what you doing, my bro? Big up yourself, you know. Hope all is well. You see? So, yeah, man. And everybody will have their views on this, Zane. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. So DeAndrea said, well, Paula didn't stay at home. Why she come back around here? I don't even think Paula was a prosecutor in this case, my bro. You understand what I say? It's not Paula prosecute every case, you know, DeAndrea. You know that too. I don't even know me I tell you that. But yeah, all right. You understand what I say? Cookie said Ninja Man next up. Well, let me see what go on now. Whichever way we want to dice it or slice it, somebody was murdered. Somebody's head was partially severed. Somebody's body was set ablaze. 2 people were held and charged, tried, convicted. They appealed, and the appeal was quashed. Interesting. And also what I have learned too is that when there's a case that relies on one witness, for whatever reasons, those cases tend to be difficult to prosecute. And even if convictions are had at trial, something always go on where they are overturned at appeal. If not at the Court of Appeals, then at the Privy Council. Yeah, DeAndre, but to be fair, based on the volume of cases that goes through the DPP's office, I don't know that Paula would be able to look at every single case. I think that is an unfair request. You have deputy DPPs, quite a few of them, and other people with other responsibilities. You understand what I mean? But it's okay. I know your Paula agenda has to agenda, and we have learned to accept that. You understand? So yeah. All right. So next thing now, cause there's a question that I have been asking. Well, myself, I'm gonna ask it publicly now. Zane before, because Mavado has spoken since the ruling yesterday. But so this is, if there's anybody in the stream, whether on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, that has legal training or legal knowledge of how these things work, please edify me. Now, seeing that Mavado, David Brooks, was listed as a person of interest in relation to this same investigation, and he, as to the best of my knowledge, did not report to the police, seeing that the matter has been quashed for those who were charged and found guilty, is it a situation now where he is still a person of interest in relation to the matter? Because I don't know. You see me? So, and again, maybe a police officer is watching the stream who have, because a lot of the police officers are lawyers, there are many lawyers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Don't take them lightly. You understand? And doctor and them something there. See? So, seeing that the DJ was listed as a person of interest, he never reported to the police. So even though the matter went through trial, conviction was had, and the matter was quashed at appeal, is it a situation where the police would still be interested? No, but you say him free like who? Mavado? But Mavado never stood trial in a case. He was just a person of interest. So I am wondering now, is it a situation where Mavado is now, the police would not need to speak to him anymore? And one of the reason why I asked this is because I remember when, with the Douglas Chambers incident, when Black man was freed of the murder, Tesha Miller eventually was convicted for accessory to that murder, So even though one person was freed, yeah, man, so his son is free. Came and that, come on, came. And me not so, slow, I know that his son is free. I'm speaking about now the DJ, seeing that he was listed as a person of interest. Is he still a person of interest, seeing that he never reported to the police, even though those who were arrested and tried were found guilty, but they have now been freed because of appeal? So, okay. But that's the dude. Like, what you mean? You can't identify people with limited light? Sorry. So yeah, so that, I kind of I play that through my mind and what I don't know, to be honest with you. So that's why I ask. You see, big up to the people, them, people on TikTok, then give me things, then said gift. You understand what I say? Team Clocken, blessings, Natural Mystic, Gaza, Dwayne Paul, Spirit of Excellence, DJ Fire, Anthony Edwards, Errol Williams. You understand? O'Neal Thomas, Big Boss, Clive, all of the people move up on TikTok, big up on yourself. My IG people, them big up on yourself. I don't even know what I look over. I first me stream for IG. I don't even know what I look over there. At person of interest doesn't automatically come with that. Yeah, I know that invest. Me get that. But seeing that the police were never able to speak to him, is it a situation where they are still interested in speaking with him? So K Reed said the case done. But K, as me I say, just going back to, so this is basically a case law in this situation. When Andre Blackman Bryan was acquitted of Douglas Chambers' murder, see, remember, Tesha Miller was eventually tried and convicted for being involved in said murder. Some I don't know, but I guess we'll see. K I said done, so K probably got law school. You understand? The police really need to charge how they write change how they write their report. The way they go about their report sometimes let me wonder, why would a man take on 5 or 6 men with more guns and bullets than him? Wayne. You mean as in criminal shooting at police? The youth them to leave the madness alone. The attend not working. It's a good suggestion. Is this now an unsolved murder? I guess the police would have it as a murder that a case would have been wrapped up because it would have gone through the courts. So that's a good question. I can't even to answer that, to be honest with you, GKH, because I don't know. You understand? I don't know. I really don't know. So Mavado has spoken. So this is what he had to say. It has taken me some time to process all that has taken place, but I am ready to speak. To God be the glory. He comes first in everything we do. I am naturally elated, relieved, and full of joy that my son Dante has been freed from the state-imposed hell he has endured for 7 years of his young life. But at the same time, there is a fire raging within me at the injustice, or as the appeal judges put it, substantial miscarriage of justice that has taken place. A trial without a jury decided on by a lone judge who chose not to take into account the amount of time the single witness changed his statement. But bench trials are a part of our constitution. There can be a bench trial or a jury trial. So, but all right. A trial without jury decided on by a lone judge who chose not to take into account the amount of times the single witness changed his statements, admitted to lying to police, and fabricated his account of events. The prosecution could not properly contest the appeal and did not request a retrial, admitting along the way that they did not follow basic legal protocol. They sensationalized the story with outrageous claims that the post-mortem also proved to be lies. The question is, how did this even come to trial? We will be pursuing full legal actions against all parties involved in this cruel act of injustice and will not stop fighting until real justice is served upon those who perpetrated this awful, unlawful, and unwarranted action against my son and his co-accused Andre Hines. The Court of Appeal has granted a full acquittal, showing how false, contrived, and concocted this whole case has been from day one. I don't really think that it means still, but all right. They also tried to drag my name through the mud to help them carry out their wrongdoings and garner headlines for themselves. Well, this story and those headlines are far from over, and we will see the names of those conspirators and workers' iniquity brought to bear to face justice and accountability for their egregious actions and motivations. They are ashamed to their professions. I would like to thank Mr. Hugh Wildman, who never had a doubt this miscarriage of justice would be overturned from the first minute he started reading the court transcript. His leadership and bravery against a system designed to destroy the lives of innocent youth, and youth is a service to his country. Big up Mr. Oswald Senior Smith for his sharp legal mind and assiduous work in freeing my son and Andre. Yeah. If it is deemed as an unresolved murder, they can still arrest anyone they think was involved. Okay. Based off reason, if the charge is changed, then new case permanent. Yeah, so that is what the DJ had to say. So he says he will be pursuing legal recourse for the injustice served on his son and the co-accused. So we'll see how that goes. Nick, so you doing, my G? Big up yourself, you know. RB, what's current? Oh, I said Dean Jackson would be a good person to broke you down like. Russian bet, manners and respect, you know. Zane, I'm still going up on the TikTok, you know. Was the case closed? If still open? Oh, that's clear. I'm not sure. Jarena says, teacher, your show is a great one. I learn a lot from you. Why? We just try. I do a look at you, Lady Jarena. I really appreciate your support and happy that you find value in it. You understand what I mean? So, yeah. Big up to Father Rome. We just follow everything. Big up to the people. They didn't say me and Bo and all of our followers over on TikTok. Big up to yourself. You understand what I say? I would think it's an open case since technically they don't have a conviction. But they did. It's just that the conviction had been quashed. So, I don't know. I guess me not gonna need to learn these things because you understand. Big remember, if two persons find guilty of a crime, go to prison. If someone else is involved, he will still be a person of interest. Okay, Father Samuels, big up yourself. You understand what I say? I say music, Rushy and Ben. No Gully, no Gaza. Good music, me think there. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, blessings. Now, be that as it is, I'm sure everybody has their views on the outcome and we'll see what Mavado does in terms of his exploration of justice, I suppose, and these things. Let me try to soothe my throat. For the people that went forward in late, I'm sick. You understand? So forgive me if you don't see me a drink and look at me. I saw him sitting on here. Yeah? My son has been sick on and off for a while and eventually, I don't know when I look here, even if you stop going to school, go pick up things to you. So in my next one, you understand? And thing, I don't know. All right. You know that initially when things started going downhill for Jamaica as it relates to the proliferation of guns and murders and shootings, it was based on history, politicians who were the first trigger. See? Who were the first bad actors in introducing guns to the populace and the masses to shoot them one another for orange and green. You understand what I say? But they have to call nobody name, I don't know them. You understand? And that was sustained for a while, for a long time actually, where politicians, even though we never hear of any of them being arrested and charged and convicted for their role in these things, we know, people know. The stories are there if you know where to go to hear them and to listen to them. The question is nuanced. He can still be considered a person of interest if there is belief that there is relevant information or involvement in the case. However, in my opinion, the fight still continues. All right, invest, big up yourself, give thanks to that. Zane, but, not only buying guns, giving the youth them, also creating an environment for the emergence of dons and strongmen, and some of them got too powerful and politicians can't talk to them again and them something. But the thing kind of, in my view, has evolved over the years. I mean, I say politicians are still involved in some nefarious things, but I think that now most of the guns that are being bought by men who not take no talk from no politician, or politician can't give them a talk. Zine, with the advent of the drugs for guns trade and the advent of lottery scamming and people going overseas to greener pastures to make life better for themselves, there are many different avenues where the guns are flowing through into the country. Zine, whether it is the guns for drugs trade or the meat for guns trade, because there was a situation where there was a trade of meat with Haiti for guns, the guns for drug trade, the lottery scamming, the explosion of lottery scamming and all the ills that has brought to the country. You understand? So whilst you may still have politicians who are involved in some things, the thing kind of evolve and bigger than that now. You understand? I have always maintained, and I know some people, many of my very, very consistent and loyal subscribers are of the view that who should take responsibility for Jamaica's, the proliferation of illegal guns in Jamaica? One, politicians, Jamaican politicians, and two, the United States. I have gone, sorry guys, on record as saying that whilst politicians may still be involved in some way, shape or form, their involvement in these things is far less than it was in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. Zane? And I think it is silly to continue to blame the United States of America for guns coming into Jamaica, because this is how I understand it. I understand that as it relates to international trade, the onus is on the receiving country to pay attention to the things that are coming into their country. The onus is not on the exporting country or the country of origin. It is on the destination country to prevent things from coming through their borders. So we continue to blame America. Zine, and I've always said that most of the guns that are coming from America are being shipped by your brother and your uncle and your cousin and your nephew. People who we know and people who know we. We are the people who continue to destroy Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, nothing we shouldn't shatter. But enough of we are still papa. But that is not what we are talking about. A lot of the guns that flows into this country are being bought and shipped by our uncles and brothers and fathers and nephews and cousins to kill our uncles and brothers and sisters and aunties and grandmas and children. See? But it is always easier for us to blame the next man. Blame Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam a problem, you know. Now get me wrong, you know. See? But when are we going to call a spade and accept the thing for what it is? Yeah, King Tafari, them can do what them want to do and blame who them want to blame, you know. Me not say no. That are for them business. Me I talk about Jamaican context and Jamaican situation now. What we need to do is to make our ports of entries more robust, so we can see if a needler come through our ports, we can find it and intercept it. You understand what I say? So, and that's a fair point in a King Tafari. But them can blame who they want to blame. We need to realize that we are destroy ourselves. Zin? Case in point, and this is not the first or second or third or fourth or last time, unfortunately, where a man has been charged following a massive firearms seizure at Port Bustamante. A man has been charged in connection with last month's seizure of 66 firearms. Count from 1 to 66 and see how long it takes you. Just count from 1 to 66 and see how long it takes you to reach 66. 66 guns, and this is not even the biggest gun shipment interception in the country's history. And then the question is always, so if them intercept this one, how much come through, or how much I come through, or how much I go come through? Seizure of 66 firearms and over 4,000 rounds of ammunition at Port Bustamante in Kingston. He is a 36-year-old truck driver, Davian Roberts, a dual citizen of Columbus, Georgia in the US and Corville Gardens in St. Andrew. Roberts was charged by the Firearms and Narcotics Investigations Division. He is facing charges of trafficking prohibited weapons and failure to comply with a production order. Yeah, I mean, try drink a little water. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. On February 17, personnel from the Jamaica Customs Agency detected anomalies in shipment and contacted FNID investigators. A search of the shipment yielded 50 handguns, 16 rifles, 4,737 assorted rounds of ammunition, and 83 magazines. Investigations revealed Roberts as the shipper and intended recipient of the arms. So him shippy and was a person who forgot collect it. An operation was launched 3 days later in Southborough, Portmore, where Roberts was arrested. On February 25, Roberts was served with a signed production order from a judge, which mandated he provide his phone's password. Roberts refused to comply with the order and was slapped with an additional charge, which is the failure to some production order. This is just one of the many Jamaicans who leave Jamaica, say they're gone a greener pasture because nothing now go on a Jamaica and them a try make a better life for themselves and them family. Many Jamaicans have gone and done that. Credit to them. Big up on yourself. But we still have many Jamaicans who, for whatever reason, are hell-bent on destroying the country, are hell-bent on causing death and destruction upon the land of them birth. Whether it is in turf war, gangship, danship, whatever ship, why the man them continue to do that something there? 66 guns and 4,737 rounds of ammunition. I am assuming that is a lot of money was spent to acquire those guns. Brother, come back, come invest in our business, no man. Come back, come do something productive for your family members and
And they represent for the big
Teach them.
play that.
uplift them, educate them,
Me that even
motivate them,
What? Yeah.
elevate them. You don't know international, global. You don't know program is always logical, motivational, world affair, include political. Touch some issues about
Soul music, big up yourself and not Empress.
judicial. You don't know people are stressed out, so emotional.
Yo,
Let it go. Even
let it
though
go,
natural gangs represent, teach them. Teach them. Ooh.
Me have something for you ask man them.
Oh. Little advice. Be a better man in life.
Man them listen up.
It's a little advice.
Gun is not the only choice.
Oh no.
A little advice. Never play it out. Brother, what do the man them? What you do with 66 gun, my G? And Mark, you know, Mr. What his name? Roberts may have family members out here who are struggling. You understand? Mr. Roberts may have family members out here who are sick. He probably have family members who are very promising and just want some help to further them things to kind of help uplift the family. But a gun the man gone. How many lives may have been lost because of this 66 guns? Why the man them continue unabated, no breaks, for you mash up the country, brother? If you don't leave the country, just leave the country alone, man. So if you leave and you don't have good intentions for the country, just leave the country alone, father. Yo.
Yeah, man, if you know, so again, they represent for the big bad, teach them. So we say teach them, entertain them, educate them, and teach them all the while and never stop what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Chat the rhythm. Take a good look around us. Are we pleased with our living conditions?
Yo. Me don't know a man them up there, brother. Gandhi, big up yourself anyway you stand up in my G. Manners and respect every time.
Oh, no. We don't want no more bloodshed. We don't want no more youth dead. Look at Jamaica where we love, bring it back to what it was. Too much youngsters and thugs and AKs and slugs. Take a look at the rainbow.
Let your sorrows and pain go. On can't make life, on still a take life. Say you a murderer, one day you must pay the price. Life is so hard. Every day we see guns.
You gotta live it up right. Are you wicked? Gun no.
If it's not by police, it's by gunman. That's the way. Talk to them, DJ.
Living in the ghetto region. Teach them, don't in the ghetto.
Yo, let's do this, brother. Why? Stop that, yeah, sir. Oh, I need to fix it now, so before I do that. Because right now, yeah, I almost can't eat now.
Teach them. Teach them. Reality and rights to the youths them, you know. God alone, not alone. Yeah, it reach them. This is original teach them. Oh God. Teach them say no more war. Oh, so much war again.
Rhyme Nation, nigga, yourself in a jail.
Teach them and tell them say before them done war, them a push it further, further.
Me no know who they are, and them we never
heard of. And much deny don't first time.
Me no know I'm to the man, them road boy.
Teach them and tell them them.
A genuine love we are deal with. For
teach them.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, you know. Teach them at the ruling sound. God alone is the power and sound. Teach them. It reach them. God. Yeah.
What's so much gonna do ya? How are your factory there?
No gonna be done there. Yeah. I teach them a play. Teach them a play.
No gonna be done there. 66 man send come here.
Get off. Wicked man send them down there.
Wicked man.
I teach them sound start echo. No sound jungle with them.
I don't want no more of that right now. You big up yourself in my G. Yo, people. Man them. Yo, if we not leave the country and have no good intentions for the country, just leave Jamaica land we love, where you eat alone, man. Brother, how much more lives? And then you know when I think the people that, yo, why me that even? And then one man set off a thing, and then you have a tit for tat for years, generation. Me born, you know, and then me grew up here, say, my father must did do a man over there sitting, so him still want to do me sitting, and you're born in a circle of death, brother. Enough of the youths them not have no chance of survival, a full life, you know, because them born in a cycle where them father and them grandfather and them uncle and granduncle they put in motion long before them born, you know, brother. Sometimes a man them just wait for them grow up all enough to kill them, you know, brother, and vice versa, you know. And for decades upon decades, you have the continued bloodshed because of one fool man or woman. Wait, man, yo, me not. Look here, and you see, next thing is that enough of we say we want a better Jamaica, you see? And me are looking at the camera. Enough of we say we want a better Jamaica. And we want crime and violence to cease and stop. And enough of we know so our family member are criminal and would have never tell the police and tell them. Because they're not doing nothing, you know. We know them are criminal and kill people, you know. But because I know we them a kill. But remember, so when you go out, they go kill Miss Jane's son. Miss Jane have other son, we are going to know, say, are your brother or your son killing brother, and you're not safe neither, you know, brother. So all we want a better Jamaica. All we want a crime-free Jamaica. And many of us are not willing to push out some of our family members and friends, especially those of us who are benefiting from the proceeds of crime, until he reach a doorstep and then someone come and ball on TV and social media how him was at church, but criminal, and you know him a criminal. But because the money dry up now, him was a good boy, you know him did that kill people. But it's when the gunshot then reach on the gate. It's too late. Yo, we have to decide what we want. So I'm always saying, you see, in Jamaica, we always want things. But when a time comes for we put in the work or do the things and forget things, we nobody want things. You understand what I say? We want things on condition. We want a better Jamaican about conditionally. All like criminal them from over the family for go to prison, but my criminal family them all right. You understand? That's how we live in now. At a bracket that we live in now. You see me? All we want better Jamaica, but we don't want to forget a better Jamaica. Then where that come from? It can't better itself, you know? You see me that one? It can't better itself. I look for your thing and I can't find it. Hold on there. Jaja. In a Jamaica, criminals will go to prison except the criminals that we rate. And the criminals that we like. Every other criminal can go to prison, but if I rate you or if I like you, you're an alright criminal. I can't deal with your criminality. Yo, tell you a story. It's either we want a better Jamaica or we don't. There cannot be any middle ground. You understand what I'm saying? There cannot be any middle. There cannot be any condition. It has to be unconditional desires. See, why Jamaica use gun salute to celebrate? Because, Anthony, that's a very good question. You know, the socialization, you know, everything we bust a blank for bam. I am probably guilty of that too, because I made an interview on an artist bad and I mash up a cappella, I bust too blank too. So I am guilty of that. So I can't separate myself from that. But yes, it's just a part of the culture. But me doing that now still, I can lock off that as to just me just a bust too blank for a tune. Because I now go bust no gun. You understand what I say? Just like, I can listen to all type of music, and I take the positive that I want and appreciate a man's artistry and talent, even though he must have some things that I don't really agree with. But not everybody can make that distinction there and lock off that switch there. You see me? So that's a very good question and a very good point. Boy, rough about it. Big up to the people, them, as me say, and for the people that are coming in, I will be working on like me don't know the thing, but for whatever reason, me never sign in, and all of me sign in then kind of complicated because we have to protect them to aggregate all my chats in one. So me I see everything just one. Sorry guys. Me know you not talk to me over Instagram and on Facebook and on TikTok and on YouTube and maybe Twitch too. So if me not reply to the comments, then my apologies. See? And thing. It can be a conditional thing. We have to be consistent. You see, there's nothing that gets desired results more than consistency. Anything that you wish to achieve, the greatest weapon that you can have in attaining and achieving that is consistency. See? So, it's either we want a better Jamaica or we nobody want a better Jamaica. It can't be a two-way thing. Yes, I say. We have to decide what we want. You understand? And I don't know. But to the ones in the diaspora, see? I talk to the one that my yard after. I talk to the one that in the diaspora. I know enough I want to leave here with good intentions and probably lose way along the way. See? It's like politicians. I think you have some politicians who genuinely going at the thing with good intentions, but because I'm going at the quagmire and the cesspool of corruption and them just change. See? So enough of the man them probably leave here with good intention. See? And them lose them way along the way. But man them and woman them too, because enough things woman involved in it, them just not up front. Why are you hell-bent on destroying the country? Why are you hell-bent on killing your Jamaican brothers and sisters? Like, where does it stop? You work some money, invest the money in something productive and positive, no man. You understand? Build some generational. I mean, know some people say about teacher generational. Well, them are being because a gun rental business, legal thing me talk about. How about generational wealth? You understand what I say? How about lifting your family out of poverty? One person at a time. Many more will have to suffer, many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. Use a 7376. Big up yourself, you know. Rokodan, big up yourself, you know, my G. Manners and respect, you know. Do you hear what state is from? Georgia? Firearms are legal and cheap. You buy them 150 to 200, probably. Oh, okay, Ariel. So I say. Pienland, Gaza, Fox, my G. Zane? We don't want no more bloodshed, man. We don't want no more youths dead. The look of Jamaica where we love, bring it back to what it was. Too much gangsters and thugs and AKs and slugs. Jaja.
And they represent for the big bad, teach them,
so play, teach them, and then we move on.
Them, educate them and teach them.
Rascal, big up yourself, you know, my brother.
Doing a great job, chat the rhythm.
All them singing and getting justice about here, you know. Because we not talk about bang no line and a girl and bang out the man head back. But we not go stream it.
Oh no, we don't want no more bloodshed. We don't want no more youth dead. Little Jamaica where we love, bring it back to what it was. Too much youngsters and thugs and AKs and slugs. Take a look at the rainbow. Let your sorrows and pain go. You can't make life and no still a take life. Say you a murderer, one day you must pay the price. Life is so hard. Every day we see ghosts. You gotta live it up right. Are you wicked? Gondo. If it's not by police, it's by gunman. That's the way it goes. Living in the ghetto region. Teach them down in the ghetto where we born and grow. No, daddy, I just the mother one we know. Every day she say, my son, protect your life. Vampires and bloodsuckers walk day and night. Them say them a friend, them are no friend. Make the right choice. Make sure you listen to your mama voice. Not try for this, my mama, true, you walking with your crew. Make me mama cry, I does the lightning for you. But if you diss me, you can get wet. That's alright, because I love we a chant every day and night. We don't want no more bloodshed. We don't want no more youth dead. The look of Jamaica where we love, bring it back to what it was. Too much youngsters and thugs and AKs and slugs. Take a look at the rainbow. Let your sorrows and pain go. Can't make life and no still I take life. Say you a murderer, one day you must pay the price. Life is so hard. Every day we see ghosts. You gotta live it up right. Are you wicked? Gondo. If it's not by police, it's by gunman.
If one a prisoner dove cutting or over GP, you know, decide on the brother.
Oh Lord, down in the ghetto it's a game and it's a gamble. Every day we look up in a guns and gun angle. Don't get carried away nor entangle. Left the woman chop her it up and she ankle. Give her back her chain also the bangle. All wrongdoers won't forget trample. We don't want no more bloodshed. We don't want no more youth dead. The little Jamaica where we love, bring it back to what it was. Too much youngsters and thugs and AKs and slugs. Take a look at the right bar. Let your sorrows and pain.
Yeah, this is nature, Ellison. When I look in the east, west, north, and south, I want program control all about, and it is extra class. Yeah, if you're not into extra class, you don't know you must be lost. Yeah, talking about, yeah, the host teach them. Great message to reach them. Yeah. Extra class is the vibes for justice. World peace.
That we are talking about, man.
Extra class is fighting for world peace. In the southwest, north and east. Extra.
Cut that this, sir. Oh, for another dance reach. Yo, some politicians know exactly how the guns are coming in the country. Police, the ports, and the waters. Yeah, I mean, as me say, we can't extricate and relieve them of them influence and responsibility down the years. But my personal opinion is that the thing kind of, evolved past them. Zane, the amount of money what the man them have at them disposal, I mean, some of the man them too powerful, Some of them, enough of the man them more powerful than politicians, too, bro. So while we still can, pretend like, me think the thing kind of evolved beyond them still. But yeah, truth be told. All right, and speaking about Jamaicans and leaving Jamaica, quote unquote, seeking better. Or what them say. We see a situation where let me try soon my throat a little, yeah. I remember, you see, watching an interview with dancehall artist Squash after his release, after being detained for an extended period of time during a state of emergency in St. James. Zane, before me even speak about his current situation, I'm going to read a few bits and pieces from that interview. So 5 years ago, before he left Jamaica, during an on-stage interview with Winford Williams, the entertainer, Squash was speaking about, said publicly that he wanted to live a free life. I want to live a free life like everybody else. We had the music, and I want the JDF, which is the Jamaica Defense Force, and the JCF, to know me not give no trouble. And music we do, and we are focused on music. So me ask the JDF and the bigger man them to please have some mercy upon the youth them. But want to make it for them family and give we a break. Give me a break. Squash a break because me not give no trouble. Me feel targeted, Whitaker said at the time. In another interview in July of 2022 on the same platform on stage, and while on US soil, Whitaker professed his love for his home country and said he stayed away from Jamaica because foreign big and there was too much corruption in one little environment. To how the system did that deal with me, I have to take with myself. And even when I take with myself, and you can see, my name still a scandal all over the place. 6 bars this, 6 bars that. I'm no violence producer. I love alone me preach to the whole of the youth them. Whitaker said. Yeah. World peace. That's what we're fighting for. I say, I wish day I cover that story. And I know mountain prospect of deportation for Squash. I have that here, so. All right. But even so, I need, so this was a 6th, so probably the 5th. I did that story, I did that news there. Squash arrest detail. All right. Mm-hmm. So the DJ said the system did a pressure him on in their yard. So him take away himself and gone abroad. Music the G say man do. Yeah. He was before the courts in the United States for immigration related issues But now that those immigration related issues have doubled and it's more serious. So he was arrested recently on gun related charges. So I'm just going to read through the arrest details. So dancehall entertainer Squash appears to have stumbled into an ongoing Federal Bureau of Investigation probe before his firearm arrest in Florida last month. A copy of Squash's arrest report reveals that police picked him up and another man after the entertainer was allegedly seen taking possession of a firearm. On February 24, Squash was arrested in Miami and charged with possession of a firearm and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. Reports are that at 10:50 that Monday night, Squash was stopped by police in the 100 block of 41st in Miami Beach for a traffic violation. The entertainer, he wasn't stopped because he wasn't driving. The entertainer and the man identified as 24-year-old Zidane George Prescott were signaled to pull over their grey Mercedes-Benz car. The police say while approaching the car, Squash, who was the passenger, was observed reaching for his waistband and placing a black object in the glove box. According to detectives, Prescott was driving with a suspended license. When questioned, he said there were no weapons in the car and consented to a search. The police say they immediately went to the passenger side glove box and a gun was found. The gun, a Glock 19, was modified with an Invisi-switch plate designed to make the weapon fire automatically. The modification turned the gun into what is popularly referred to as a chick Glock. I didn't even know that until I read this article. A further search of the car revealed a Glock 35, which is a .40 caliber gun with an extended magazine under the driver's seat. The police say that the gun was not securely fastened and readily accessible for immediate use. The police also found 3 loaded magazines, one in the driver's side door, one in the center console, and one in the trunk. Both men were arrested and charged. And the police note that Squash does not have legal status in the United States and was already before the court awaiting an immigration hearing. So continuing that, so mounting prospect of deportation for a Squash. Remember, GSM left here because too much corruption in our environment. Artist in ICE custody following gun charge, and that is the reason why my title says Squash on Ice. I never mean squash on ice, like squash, like the drink Squash, and the DJ Squash. He's now held by ICE. So me just play upon the word when I say Squash on Ice. So me say when I ask me if Squash dead. No, I go on like my bright. That's all. Just like how I say Mavado watch. Remember that Mavado is actually a brand, a watch brand. So the Mavado watch is a play on word again. Remember me the girl school look up a bit. I name Farm Food. Need to have a mother partner money. You understand? So Mavado, the watch, as in so Mavado watch, Mavado say I seek legal action. So we are watch Mavado watch, Mavado. You understand? That so yeah, that right. So they're sitting there. Dancehall entertainer Squash is in the custody of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, ICE. The entertainer, whose given name is Andre Maurice Whitaker, was taken into custody by immigration officials after he posted bail on Tuesday. Squash and co-accused Zidane George Prescott were arrested. I don't know all of that already. We say all of that. Bond was set at US $500 for the concealed carry charge and US $2,500 for the possession charge. Based on the bond, though, the charge them not seem so serious. I mean, that's because, after being released from the custody of the Miami-Dade police, Squash was then detained by ICE officials who took him to the Chrome North Processing Center in Miami. Following his arrest, an immigration hold was placed on the St. James native as police indicated he had no legal status in the U.S. Before his arrest, Squash was observed by an agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation interacting with a person they were observing. The police, you understand? So you're not legal in the United States, and you put yourself in a position where you are held with a gun or guns for that matter by the police, you are also observed receiving what appears to be a gun from somebody who the FBI was observed. Because what happened is that, so the report says that Squash was seen receiving an object from a man that the FBI was observing. Sorry. So it is that observation that led the FBI to notify local police, who then went to intercept and arrest Squash and Prescott. And it's a bad luck was on Obi, ain't it? The glove box disappearing trick never worked. Look like him guzzle like something I renew to. You understand? And like, how do you, so you are in the country illegally as per the reports, and then you now put yourself in a situation where there was a possibility that you are held with an illegal gun. I don't know about that. You understand? And I mean, I go back to this and I say this for a reason. The entertainer told Winford Williams 5 years ago that he wanted to live a free life. I want to live a free life like everybody else. We are doing music, and I want the JDF and JCF to know we not give no trouble. And music we are do. And we are focused on music. So me ask the JDF and the bigger man them to please have some mercy upon the youth them. We want to make it for them family and give we a break. Give me a break. Because me not give no trouble. Me feel targeted, he said. In another interview in 2022, he said whilst in the US, he professed his love for his home country and said he stayed away from Jamaica because foreign big and there was too much corruption in one little environment. He said to how the system they deal with me, I have to take on myself. And even when I take on myself, as you can see, my name still a scandal all over the place. 6 bars this, 6 bars that. Me and a violence producer. I love alone me preach to the whole of the youth them. He said. This don't sound to me though, based on the allegation, like a man will want to live free like everybody else. You understand? So, I don't know. If this situation had happened in Jamaica, where he was held with a gun, you then hear the system set him up and fight the youth and all of them, something there. Because all we see in Jamaica is only when things happen in America and England, a real justice. You understand what I'm saying? I not accuse the DJ of nothing except the fact that him say he want to live free, but apparently him not really want to live free. You understand? Because if you want to live free, how then you get yourself in a situation like this? There was even another situation where after J-Man was killed, voice notes were going around for say him not safe neither. So how then, as a man who want to live free, your name keep coming up in these things? Andrew, how you doing, my bro? Big up yourself, you know. Hope all is well. Zane, by the looks of it now, there's only one possible destination for Squash, and it's Jamaica at some point in time. And as we said that, police in St. James already say them, observe what go on because the gains that they have made in crime fighting in St. James, them now plan for see that reverse. You see it? Let me find the article too. Listen to this. Local law enforcement is vowing that significant gains made in crime fighting in St. James will not be eroded by anyone, even as they monitor responses to the United States arrest and immigration hold on Montego Bay native and popular entertainer Squash. The Big Breeze DJ, whose given name is Andre Maurice Whitaker, was arrested. I don't know all of that. Something there. Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, I think he pronounced it Aaron. I don't know why I said that. The news also said he's currently before ICE. Yes, Rosie, correct. Zim? Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, head of the St. James Police Division, speaking on the development that he acknowledged could have implications in Western Jamaica. And listen to this. Listen to this. Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, head of the St. James Police Division, speaking on the development of Squatch's arrest that he acknowledged could have implications in Western Jamaica. We are indeed paying attention, and we are watching keenly to see the outcome. The entertainer is from Salt Spring in St. James, one of the areas in which the police have seen numerous murders and shootings over the years, but have managed to regain some amount of control, with representatives of warring factions either jailed, killed, or displaced through migration. We will not allow anyone to pull back the gains we have made over the period, and we will ensure that we continue towards our target of below 100 murders, Samuels said. Whitaker reportedly left Jamaica in 2019, but was detained in the island earlier for an extended period in 2018 during a year-long state of emergency in St. James, while the division recorded up to 200 murders. The entertainer was released, without charge, but remained under the microscope of the police, so much so that events featuring the chart-topping artists were denied permits. So, yeah. The JSAF, apparently, based on whatever them do, are monitoring the situation because, as Samuel said, they are of the view that if the DJ is returned home to Jamaica, there may be implications for St. James. Read into that what you may. Yeah. And may I say again, this notion of leaving Jamaica because the system this and not now go on and this and that, you get the opportunity to leave, then make the most of it, man. Work, earn some money, uplift your family. Take care of youths them. Don't get caught in these things. That is what I'm saying. There's a flight, I think the last Thursday in every month, a deportation flight from the United States. That is just from the United States. We're not even talking about the one from Canada or the UK, just the United States. Where on average, at least 50 mostly men are deported back to Jamaica. Men who live here say they want a better life for them children and them wife. So me not get it. Yeah, so let me say. But if certain things go on a yard at the system, I fight the youth them. The system. Me glad say system now fight me. I tell you, because I couldn't deal with the system fight business. You understand? But me I wonder if because me not really do nothing for the system fight me, why the system not fight me. So there's that too. You see, me tired for hear the regular refrain, the system a fight the man them, the system a fight the man them. When truth be told is that evidence is there sometime to indicate that there's reason for the system and the man them at odds. But we're not really willing to talk these things most time because as me say in Jamaica, we don't like criminal, you know. But if me rate you or me like you, you're a different criminal. Is a likable criminal. That's how we stay about it. We're not fair. We're not balanced. You understand? And because we are inconsistent, that is what has given root and provided an environment for things to nurture certain things. You understand? Because as me say, if a man where people not really know or not like do things, life imprisonment, man. But if a somebody where we know or rate, Free up the man. System this and system for S them mother and all of them something that politician for go prison. Means my politician in for go prison for true. You see it? That with me too, bro. Like inflation beat me body now and the system in terms of frustration. Like, you know, you try to do some things and they make it so difficult for your brother and now, you know, and then sitting there. But me don't know. Me and police not in nothing. Like, you understand? Me don't know. Maybe because I don't have enough money, me don't know. Maybe because I don't have money. Because I got those money, me don't know, you answer. But then I don't really see system of like leeching and them and there. Dan Webby them and Dougie Ori and them when them did the boat and them and they like active. Boot Stewart them and them and there. So I don't know. So that's just some of your system fight still. I don't know, yeah. But yeah, me tired of that. Me don't want to hear that. You understand what I say? Because but as I say still, Jamaica is who like a yasa. I am rich in low, financially I'm a papa. You understand me, Marvin? Well, not true still, but me not rich yet. One day maybe. You understand? I just want to take care of my youth, them and my brother, and take care of my family, you know. You understand? Them sitting there. We not have really rich. But we don't want, we want things I can't afford in either. Yeah. So, boy, I don't know still. But I could watch it and say go on and yeah. I want to live free like everybody else. 21-year-old charged for impersonating the police. You see? Let me see if I can find something. Charges, offenses. Oh, never want to download that. All right. I am looking for the offenses that are punishable by death in Jamaica. You see? I am almost certain that at one point in time, impersonating a police officer was one of them. I know me read that somewhere at some point. I know that aggravated murder. Oh, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Murder for who is exempt from the death penalty? Boom, boom, boom. I don't know, but all right. I think one of the most Confession of an Economic Assassin. Read the book that teach. Oh, I'm gonna read it yet. See. One of the most dangerous thing law-abiding citizens can face, apart from corrupt police, is a criminal impersonating a police officer. Because, for example, you have a vehicle, a man in a police clothes with vehicle with a flashing lights stop you. As a law-abiding citizen of the country, you go pull over. Then that same person proceed for rob you or murder you because you think it's a real police officer. You understand what I say? And many more things, events, situations where there's a plane on my head where I find it to be a most dangerous thing for people to impersonate law enforcement officials. 21-year-old charged for impersonating the police. 21-year-old, you know. Brother, we couldn't go to Twickenham Park and train, you know, and turn real police, you know. A man who was arrested for impersonating the police has been charged. He is 21, Alex Ming, as in M-I-N-G, Ming. He has been charged with impersonating a police officer, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unlawful possession of government property. He was arrested on Monday on Barbican Road in St. Andrew. Reports are that sometime after 4 p.m., members of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTEB, observed a Toyota Axia with blue flashing lights being driven recklessly. The PSTEB personnel signaled the driver of the Axia to stop. He complied and exited the vehicle. Ming, who was driving, was reportedly dressed in attire resembling a police uniform. This included a JCF branded baseball hat, a black long-sleeve shirt, and a less lethal belt with the Forces RCB button. He also had an handcuff pouch and a bulge at his waist. When questioned, he stated that he was a member of the JCF working in Spanish Town in St. Catherine. However, he failed to provide any identification to substantiate that claim. A check of the vehicle's registration through the traffic ticket management system indicated that it was not registered to the Commissioner of Police. The police say a further search revealed an imitation pistol concealed in his waistband. The vehicle and the other occupant were then searched. Both men were arrested. The other man has not been charged. I don't know if any charges will be laid against him. I am happy that the firearm was an imitation firearm still. But I don't know if him have access to a real gun. Marvin said, you know funny, Marvin? It's a serious business, that brother. You understand what I say? Like, how many incidents has he been involved in impersonating police officers? Yeah? If you want to be a police officer, brother, go do the test and go do the training, man. And then, you know you impersonate police and I drive reckless with blue flashing light. But I guess him feel like said, true, him come out in a police clothes and never did then they go send him on him way. And maybe other police would have done that in the past. Who knows? I one away, man. Yo. If he had gone to rob somebody, real police would have been blamed. And you know it's easy if police get blamed, boy. Yo. Boy, Marvin, boy, me see, brother, I say, then where did he get the JCF paraphernalia? The hat, the long sleeve shirt, everything where Avan a government property. They saying can't pass the test. But boy, Jaden, we don't even know. Jaden, you understand? We don't even know, you know. You're absolute. Time will tell. Big up yourself and your family. King Tabby, blessings. Marcel, blessings. Lumsum 05, manners. That I TikTok people them. I go and up on the gram. The gram people them not too tight. They just a watch. Big up on yourself. You understand? Hey Jada, how are you? It's good to see you. Tanika, hi. Jenny Pooh Beer, pretty girl, how you deal with? You alright? Flawless, manners. Man, ambitious want to skip. My question is how we, but that me ask true culture. Me I say when we get, I don't, was it stolen? Was it sold to him? It's in police cousin loan him them. Now you serious bachelor or you just a joke boy thing? Tell me if you're serious. Crazy. Me say a man, police shoot a man a spalling since there. He must say I walk down to the police, I try like the police with stick. Police need to start give them friendly uniform. Oh, bachelor joke. Boy. I hope if a police really do that, Jaden, I hope them find that officer and he is removed from the force and the rest of the things them. God jail and then sit them. I saw one police brother, then lock up our next police brother around don't arise the other day. Him. Let me find this story. I'm cover it 9 news a day, you know. Which day that? When you say the news, I want to be now. Big up to the people that watch the news, you know. One of them times I start read about the news on camera, but because I cough and then sit there, I have to voice over it because it's a struggle. You understand? Him. Let me see if I can find it. As I said, I remember Killer said when him and Merciless a clash. Ninja and Merciless and him go there. Beanie man. Beanie him. Before Beanie go join Merciless in team up with it. Merciless kill the whole of them. You understand? I'm fine. One young police officer thing, you know. So let me try the 6th. No. Try the 5th. District Constable granted bail after being caught with ganja at Horizon Remand Center. Yeah, the police, why some of the police said, a district constable reportedly, so one year I try to be police, so one year we turn police but still I do foolishness. A district constable reportedly caught with ganja at the Horizon Adult Remand Center on Spanish Town Road was granted bail in the sum of $300,000 when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. 25-year-old Robert Campbell was charged with dealing in ganja and bringing prohibited articles into the correctional facility. Reports indicate that on February 21, Campbell, who is from Point Hill in St. Catherine, was getting dressed for duty in the barrack room of the correctional facility when a small parcel fell from his pocket. He reportedly stepped on it quickly, which arose the suspicion of a supervising corporal. Imagine and left it. The corporal then called for another officer and instructed that Campbell and his knapsack be searched. Big up the corporal. During the search, a package containing 4.18 ounces of vegetable matter resembling ganja, vegetable matter resembling tobacco, a USB cable, man them have to charge them phone, and $20,650 in cash. A pack of Rizzler and a lighter were discovered. When cautioned, Campbell reportedly told the police that an inmate had threatened him to smuggle the item into the facility. He denied the allegations. Then the police them a joke this. The shooting in a Spalding very strange. Them shoot him and then allow. Yeah, I am wondering how them allow him to walk away. That is the first question I asked myself. How he was allowed to walk away, going on one van and apparently gonna seek medical attention, or them probably know say him a go a Spalding hospital, so them a go up to go lock him up. I don't know. So I don't know what is the genesis of that situation. I got the video. Well, me never get it. I saw it actually. It's not somebody sent me it this time. And them something there. So I don't know what happened. Me just see the man walk down. It says here, a man has been hospitalized after he was shot while confronting a policeman with a piece of board in Spalding on Saturday. The man sustained a gunshot wound to his left hand. A one-shot injured by a two-shot mirror fire. During the incident, which happened about midday in the town which borders Manchester and Clarendon, a video of the incident shows two policemen walking towards a service vehicle when a man armed with what appeared to be a piece of board approached one of them. One of the policemen then pulled his firearm, pointing it toward the man. The man was seen lifting the board towards the policeman before a loud explosion was heard. The video also showed the man walking away from the police with his blood-soaked white shirt before he used it to wrap his injured hand and jump into a truck transporting cooking gas cylinders. He remains in hospital under police guard. Yeah, me figure they say him a got hospital, so them just go up there go guard him like. But I found it strange that he was allowed to walk away still. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why him did plan for the police with a piece of board, but me not think that was a wise idea. So our next story will be in a track. Woman charged in death of digital employee found in barrel. Females allegedly lured telecoms worker into a deadly trap. I couldn't reach this still. May I tell you the truth? May I tell you why? The police have made a breakthrough in the killing of a digital Jamaica employee whose body was found in a barrel last month after he was reported missing. 3 women have been charged in connection with the killing. 3 women in connection with the killing of 1 man. Nice. Others are in custody. I don't know if a man or a woman them there. And the police are seeking several more suspects. So how much people involved in this one crime? Yes, sir. But when you hear crime, let's see what go on. The deceased 43-year-old Kevin Walker from Antrim Road in Vineyard Town, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, Kingston 3, was a sales administrator at a telecommunications company. Walker was found inside a blue plastic barrel along Industrial Terrace in Kingston Western Division on February 3. His stolen debit and credit cards have since been recovered. Those charged are Anita Vanzi, she's 30, from Mark Lane, Shade Bennett, she's 29, from Oxford Street, and Joanna Birdie Williams, she's 36. Big woman, that you know. Also from Oxford Street, all in Kingston. They have been charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, simple larceny, being part of a criminal organization, providing benefit to a criminal organization, misprision of a felony, accessory before the fact, accessory after the fact, and preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. The whole I charge them available then get. The police have listed 2 men as persons of interest in connection with the killing. They are Lavar Witter and a man known only as Shano. These men are asked to report to the Denham Town Police by 6 p.m. on Monday. Assistant Commissioner Michael Phipps, head of the Area 4 Police, told reporters that the breakthrough was a result of cutting-edge technology and forensic science the JCF has employed. After weeks of meticulous investigations, our team of investigators, supported by our partners and other significant stakeholders, utilized advanced technologies and other forensics, including DNA forensics, to re-examine the evidence and identify new leads in the murder, ACP Phipps said. The combination of advanced technology and forensic expertise have proven to be a game changer in our efforts to solve this crime. Information indicates that around 10 a.m. on February 1, Walker left home and went to meet women who lured him into the Anatown community. While there, he was accosted by 3 men at a premises. The men robbed him of his debit and credit cards and forced him to give up his personal identification number, PIN, and online banking information, which he did. Immediately afterwards, police said 2 women went to an ATM at Crossroads, St. Andrew, where they withdrew monies from Walker's card, returned to the premises, and shared it among the group. Walker was tied up, beaten, and stabbed to death. Around 11:50 p.m. that same day, the body was placed in a barrel and disposed of on Industrial Terrace. On Sunday, February 2, 2025, a missing person report was made to the Vineyard Town Police Station for Walker. The body was found the following day but was not immediately identified due to the advanced stage of decomposition. It was identified a few days later. A post-mortem conducted on February 16 concluded that death was a result of deep throat cutting. Prior to that, police said intensive investigations led them on a targeted operation on Mark Lane on Wednesday, February 5, where Vanzi was held and one of the bank cards was found in her possession. Subsequent operations led to the arrest of 2 other women. They were all charged following a ruling from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. Why them did need the DPP for make a ruling for them charge them? The ACP praised those involved in investigating the murder. Some serious business, that ain't, brother. So wanna get the money. Make the man go home, the man embarrassed and broke, at least beaten. If him get 2 lick, fine. You understand? But big up the investigators them, because normally we complain and cuss them, So when them do good work, we can't say them do good work. You understand what I say? Big up to the ones them. Zane, I would like to comment and acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our forensic experts, other technologists, and of course investigators and some other critical stakeholders who I know work tirelessly to bring this investigation to a successful resolution. This achievement again demonstrates the JCF's commitment to leverage innovative technologies and other techniques to drive justice and keep our communities safe. Yeah, Stan? Oh, to all the ladies on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitch, happy International Women's Day. You understand? You know we love the ladies there. We good with the ladies them and the ladies them good with you. So then this is set you from we born like. KD Vibes, big up yourself, Big up to all the ladies who continue to, fight the good fight. You understand? The good ladies them, the nice one them. Big up to all ladies, but more big up to the nicer ones them. Then good. Not to them three they were kidnap your brother and then sitting there, take away money and kill him and sit and put him in a barrel. Why me I tell you? You understand? Jaja. But peeps, me I left for this still. Me not too. Remember, so I'm 16, so me not too talk too long. Me not do too bad. You see? So big up to all of the ladies. We appreciate the ones them. You understand, for everything that you do. You understand, for being, sisters and mothers and girlfriends and wives. You understand? We appreciate, You see me? Boy, Rosie, boy, because me I read it, but me I say probably too soon for me sister. Because me I tell you the truth, me not go really go on a town, go look for no woman still. Me not think so. You understand what I say? Me not go reach around this. You have to go meet me at Crossroad or half a tree, bro. Now, you understand me a New King. So Emancipation Park. You understand? And if a link we make like that, we get to one hotel run one part or one guest house run or somewhere. But me not come on a town. Me not come at Tivoli. Me not come down there. You understand? Hey Chris, how are you? It's good to see you here. And I hope that you enjoyed your visit to Jamaica recently. He make woman leading. He lead him, yeah. Why? Boy, Anthony, I remember there's a particular case involving same downtown business, but I think this was either Denhamtown or something where a man was invited to Gretna Green by an empress who are linked with some other man who, that big case, I think that case is still in front of the court. You understand what I say? I know if you come to me, but I meet her down at town that my bro. I not depend that. You understand? Yeah, Julian, but someone else. Not this. Zane, may I be honest with you? And big up to all the law-abiding citizens in Hannatown, But me not come down there look for no man. That's all me I say still. You understand? But condolences to Mr. Walker's family, answer. You see? And thing, it's rough. So, and if you pay attention, they have been charged for being a part of a criminal organization. So apparently it's a gang. And then this look like now is not them first rodeo either. So the investigation should know, try to see if them find any similarities in any cases past and something unresolved. You understand? Maybe, the true culture, maybe, but in a general, for me, and this is how I operated. I mean, when I was a young boy, you understand? Certain place me not go. Never been, never will. You understand? So for a long time we know the streets, I understand, say, why the pull of women powerful, but me not grown. You understand? Common ground, neutral, or you understand? Me don't know about that. But we're not that it's an unfortunate situation. But how many similar situations have happened where men are still missing or them find people and them can't solve the murder and them something there. Mama still have a backyard or yard, She comfortable, man. She comfortable, like, I don't know. Why? We love the woman, but then I always love the answer. You see me? Because in a situation like this, so in leaving yard, forgot say women, So something orchestrated, something planned. Meet me for mother's a crossroad. Yo, I will edge that in my father. You understand? Enough that mother save you, when me there my car dead for hungry sometime, You see me? Mother's patty. And funny enough, since I left college, I can't eat mother's patty and me eat mother's patty in my belly run for 2 days. So I don't know what I put in it since. But when I there at college, he never used to run my belly. Boy, hunger is a thing still. You understand? Yeah. We have to work hard and come there, but you can't You understand? And I remember mother sell Devanos ice cream, you know. You understand? We've been bringing a few girls that eat Devanos ice cream and mothers back in the days still. Yeah, and 2 pot. That we couldn't work with, that we couldn't afford, you understand? Big up to them girls there, sir. Good people there, understanding. Yeah. I have a few friends from the JDF got a cat killing, bad man place because of the flesh. I saw you think you said that, brother. But peeps, big up on yourself. I'm not too tired tonight, as I say, is really and truly. I have been wanting to stream, but I just couldn't. Even though, yes, as I say yesterday news, I sit down and the amount of time I have to break and cough and drink water and them something there, you know, them recordings there, and then piece them together by the power, the magic of editing to make it sound sensible. But if you don't pay attention close and realize that my voice is a bit off in all of those news videos that you have watching, probably the past about 5 of them. But I guess I did well enough still. But big up on yourself, peeps. We're there. One of them time we're going to have a call-in stream out. Because we have enough things we have to talk about, you know. You know, election time will come up. Zane, I have started a series, constituency profile, where I'll do a little historical background video on all 63 constituencies and them something there. So I've done one already. I don't really watch it, but I'm going to do the rest of them still. Because for what that is doing for me is actually, I am actually learning the history of the politics as well. I don't know, I kind of enjoy that. So with each of these videos, you understand, it kind of give me some insights and voting trends and them something there. So we can better able to, you know, make electoral predictions and projections. You understand? I think I'm going to do one stream closer to election still. One night, I'm going to predict election. I will, constituency by constituency, we will together, well, I will predict the election. You understand? So I will be on record to say either X party or Y party will win the election based on my prediction. So I'll go through all 63 constituencies, tell you who are going to win it, why I think them are going to win it, or who are going to lose it, or why I think them are going to lose it, are the ones I'm not sure about. And then we see what we do at the end of that night, and we call the election for the night there, and we see if we're wrong or we're right. Election has not been announced as yet, but it is constitutionally due by September of this year. Zane? So I suppose after the budget is read, we will see what happens as it relates to, you know, campaigning and being ramped up on them something there. I know that the date for starting to accept election contribution was earlier this week. So all potential candidates are now able to accept campaign contributions. Because I think there's a time frame for that. You understand? So all of them something there. You like the video you did with them. Oh, no, watch that night there, no, Kali. Are you alone watching? Yeah, I think I uploaded that video there when the channel it kind of up on its face. I wasn't uploading, and then, you know, all YouTube stay. And then we probably post it the wrong time of the day and all of them something there. But me know eventually that video will be watched by school children and parents doing homework and them something there. Colleges and universities, because quite a few of the videos on the channel, people actually, university students actually voice record or video clips, send me, say them lecturer or them professor play some videos. Because we have some videos that are very important, you know, and can't die. You understand? So I know that I go eventually keep on being watched down the years. You understand? Just like the video that I did about why Jamaica experience earthquakes. That video shall never die. You understand what I say? So yeah, I mean, so we are go work through the election period. You understand? Because you know, say I have a vested interest in the politics of politics. Remember, a lot of you don't know. Once I was studying, and I did a course called Politics and Change, and other politically science related courses in my course of study. So I kind of find these things, you know, interesting. Because I like the corruption involved in politics. You see me? So as we move, but I will continue to do the constituency profile. I started working on the second one too, which would be Hanover Eastern. So I'm going from Hanover to Portland and then St. Thomas back to Westmoreland. So in that order. So we'll see what happens. It's fun. I learned some interesting things, and learning about the history of the thing. So when I speak, I like to speak from a informed position. So I always try, acquire knowledge and them something there. Plus my head big, so look at space in neck and all these things. So it's going to be a very interesting election and campaigning. You understand? And it's silly season and both sides of the divide do all manner of crap and them something there, and we see and people go vote and them something there. See, and also I am of the view that I know some people say, yo, we not vote and we not, but the thing is that a lot of people fought for the right for us to exercise our democratic franchise. And if you are complaining about a system and you not vote top, because you not try effect not change neither. So you not happiness. So what do we need for go to vote for? Whoever we want to vote for. You understand? I have a big too. Andrew Mac, because myself in the vibe, bro. Promises. Road will be patched with mall, even though the money is here, only to have Friday. Bed dance, Fred Company, Jaja. Interesting days ahead. So I kind of look forward to the streaming. So as I say, I have been meaning to stream, and I like me a lazy out the thing. I have just been sick. Right now, you still kind of like, so this is the best of me, but right now, you still hear it's not as sweet as it normally is. You understand? But yeah. I watch a video and over. Very interesting. Yeah, Bachelor. I want to share them video there too. But I guess as election comes closer, more people will probably watch those videos as well and them something. Because when I do videos, I understand that some videos are one cocoa full basket over time. We call that evergreen content versus a video where just blow up and then nobody know watch it again versus that like the interviews. People will be watching those interviews when I am past and gone. Evergreen content, that those interviews will live after I have died. You understand? I know that. See? That is why each interview is extremely important to me and I spend so much time preparing myself. Some of these interviews are a once in a moment, once in a lifetime opportunity. So each time I sit down with somebody, I want to ensure that when I get up off that stool, Zane, and the cameras are turned off, the documentation was well done. You understand? There have been some where I wish me get a do-over, but where something goes. So we always try to do that. So we're there. I try to do something. But please, big up on yourself. Appreciate the facts on the turnout tonight. You understand? All about. And again, I know I kind of now pay attention to the comments all over the place. I will definitely, Shango, link me forward. Definitely work towards aggregating all my comments. So no matter where you're there, from your comment, I'm going to see it. You understand? So we can talk. See? And these things. So yeah, peace. Big up on yourself. Rosie, it's good to see you. Cookie, all my peeps, all my Jerry, big up yourself and my bro. All my moderators. You know there's something go. We appreciate the ones them. You understand? All the people them where I find the channel recently. Welcome to the family. You see it? All the people them who been here but been away, welcome back. You understand? For the people them where been here and gone, big up on yourself. We appreciate on the set speed. So whatever, as long as you have been a part of the family, I appreciate the one them. I want to help build this, I want to make this bill. From them I say I can't read to know me a bad reader. You understand? Thing from the phone on the seat back, see it there? Right up there. So the tablet there beside it, but 3 tablet screen black on the now seat, well framed. And thing, show me camera out of focus too. I'm going to come out of this cell phone, you can see. Focus, yeah, see it there? From this, so, what you call it again? My breaker box and my world map. From there, from the internet, big up on yourself. You understand? Give thanks for the continued support. And the work continues. Cookie say world map days. Yes, Chrissy. Yeah. I hope Jamaica was good to you. Big up yourself. Yeah. Where's the meter box? The meter box there one different house in MG. Yeah, man. But still have my world map though, but and you know a phone and the tablet, but the meter box there. I need to frame the world map too. But one of them time. But peace. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you soon. Interview Tuesday 7:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book feed for the news videos. Continue to support those. I appreciate that. You know, the murder, more time I can't bother, but it's what it is. We have to pay bills, them answer. So we are work. Peeps, big up on yourself. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. Tonight, I first time I stream on Instagram, as I said. Big up on yourself. Zane, I used to be able to stream on Twitter, I will never call it X. I used to be able to stream on Twitter, but since Elon buy it, you have to become a premium subscriber for stream. Me not really want to do that. You understand what I say? So we can always share the stream over on Twitter and people find it. Me never post over there still, but yeah, so that is the only place me can stream to right now because me not pay for. But big up on yourself. So anyway, wherever you are, hearing my voice, seeing my face, big up on yourself. Big up to the Empress who say I want trim. I want that for trainer, but right now I just go and live here, man. Because you are going with the trimming thing too. I can't even too lose and leap a ear off of my head. Because right now, I lose my ear too, you know. So I keep what I have. You understand? It's a executive decision. So right now, every now and then we all a trim. But it's like, so here, we don't know. You understand? Not, you see me beard look thick and sitting, there are some part for my head where I don't know how to go on with the part. So right now, I'm just keep what I have until I don't have no more. So we trim one at a time. But big up on yourself, yeah, peace. Walk good. Step with Jah. Save travel upon the ground. And then the next thing too, because I said, maybe I forgot ball my head in the future. And then based on the size of my head ball, I don't know about that part then either. So right now, I'm just going to keep what I got until further notice. Peeps, be soon they are, sir.
Yeah, this is Nature. Ellis representing for Extra Class Scene. We teach them.
Big up to the ones, I'm here say up on TikTok. Luther Raphael, Romeo, Courtney Strong. Big up yourself, you know. Zane, Jalo, Time Will Tell, Street Essential, Empress. Big up yourself, you know. Jack Boudou, man, as I respect, you know, the interview with Daddy Mix and Little Mix over Back Road 2020. I was a youth in the back. Big up yourself, you know, G. Man, as I respect, man. P-Buck, manners. Over on the gram, Twilly J.A. English Shelly, how you doing? DJ Scooby. Shawnee, big up yourself, you know, my boss. Yeah, dude, squad up. Pure Percentage, I like that name there. Norman Hilton, Prendy Girl, big up for yourself. You understand? Buzzard, I love. Man, as I respect, you know. And the people on YouTube, you know what I think of my family. Go up on the veranda. KD Vibes. KD, big up yourself in the Empress. Nix. You understand? Father Anjuma. Cookie, big up yourself in the Queen. Jerry, Rosie, Soul Music. DeAndre, my brother. Big up yourself in my bro. Shandy, it's good to see you, Empress. Always good to see you. Bachelor. RR123. Manners. Private Figure. My G. Manners. Lady Jackie. How are you? Christina. Cookie. Mr. Cookie already done. All of the people, big up on yourself, you know. Anthony Johnson. All of the people, Calligraphy. My friend. Big up yourself, you know. Zane. Jaden. Manners and respect. Pips. What good. Safe travel. Big up on yourself, you know. I'm out.
Elevate the people brain. Let them keep firm and strong and not go insane. Yes, Extra Class is the #1. Teach them full of style and pattern. Yes, teach them have a wonderful selection.
Hear that?
Extra Class is for the trying man and trying woman. Working for